Okay, so here what we're going to look at first is swimming with the snorkel, pull buoy, and to see what's happening with the pull. It's a great pull, right down the center line, but right there, right at the end, you can see how the hand stops and then it actually it turns to the side and starts to pull forward. So that's going to cause a little excess drag. The first parts of the pull are fantastic. We don't really want to change anything there yet. It seems to be working for you, and I'd like to stick with that. Legs are together, okay, so it's a good steady kick. One of the reasons the fins force you to kind of plantar flex. So here's the side view, and right there you can see how that hand turns in, and it's kind of that little lull period that we just need to adjust a little bit. Good pointed ankles. And we can see that your hips are pretty high. We could still possibly get your head down a little bit more, and that'll help get the hips up. Okay, so what you're going to see here is you have a great reach. Okay, this is easy swimming. Arm reaches out nice and far. Horrible camera personship. Okay, nice pull, and then watch right here. See how the hand starts to go wide before it exits? Because what we want to do is have it exit before it goes wide. So you can kind of click back and check that out for a second. Okay, so here we're going to have you just with the snorkel and fins. You can see again that great reach, great rotation. You've got that great question mark pull, and then we just need to push a little harder right at that end. But your legs are staying close together, good consistent kick. And then what we're looking at here, we get the side view. We can see that reach just when you come in front, the elbow is locked the way it should be. Eyes are looking down, but we can see those hips are maybe about 2 inches below, 3 inches below the surface of the water. So we can try and get the head looking down a little bit more, or work on pressing the chest down, which we can go over next time. Look at that kick, nice and steady. That's what we want your kick to look like when you're not wearing fins. Just a quick reference, I'll be swimming through, and we're just going to look at that hand exit. Okay. So we both have kind of modified touch and go, which we like to do for distance. So as one hand enters, the other one pulls. And then as soon as that hand is done pulling, it exits right away and comes out. And try and keep your feet close together. So there's slow motion. That hand just slides right out. This is the other view. There, pull. And then it's okay to internally rotate that hand just as long as it continues that motion to exit. Anytime it stops, then it just picks up extra drag forces. One more view. And the feet stay together. Great pull, feet are staying together. We can see those feet, right? So let's go back and look at that again. Okay, so what we can see here is we have that nice reach again. You look jacked. A full-on bodybuilder. Good question mark pull, straight down. And then specifically, we are going to look at the foot position, especially the ankle. As you can see that left foot, it's lifting. Those toes are lifting up right there, so we just want to flatten that ankle out. And then as it goes through, you can see it's reaching forward, reaching forward, reaching forward. So again, trying to flatten out that ankle is going to help keep your feet higher in the water and propel you more. And we'll be able to see the side view of you swimming. and how your feet are very, very effective. When they do kick, we can keep them up, but the second they stop kicking, that lack of pointing your feet ends up sinking them a little bit. So now we're going to have an angle of where you're coming back through. And we'll just be able to look at a couple of different things here. Again, good entry. The eyes are looking down, so I would say, you know, that chest press is something that we're going to work on next. Good knee bend to keep the feet up. Okay, because when you bring your foot out of the water, the chance of having it go too low is a little bit less. You can see how you're reaching with that left foot right there. That kick right there, boom, those 3 or 4, that's what we want to have happen the whole time. And we can do a couple of different drills to access that. It's just programming those muscles. Okay, so that's fast, good solid swim. You can see we're still lifting with those feet a little bit. So just, you know, as much as we hate it, kicking drills, kicking drills, kicking drills. See right there, you know, when you wear the fins, it forces you to kind of put your feet in that situation. So here we just have I'll be swimming through the viewfinder. So we'll just watch the legs specifically. So trying to keep those ankles pointed and a good steady kick. And my feet may actually be going too deep there. You know, these are just to, you know, show you different viewpoints of different strokes, because again, everyone is a little bit different. We just want to, you know, attempt to keep those feet as high as possible. See, that looks great right there. We'll watch them again in slow motion. So we here have the slow motion of the two of us. So head down, reach, that kind of modified touch and go, that push, and that steady kick. Okay. There's different kinds of kicking. You can do a 2B kick, 6B kick. We can get into that. And here, when you wear the fins, you have that kick. See, heads down, great breath, great pull, body's in line, and that same steady kick. So when you wear the fins, you and I have pretty much an identical kick. So what we need to do is just transfer that into not wearing the fins. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Nice. And a finale. Sorry about the dogs in the back. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, we'll touch on this.